YouTube. Here in my void with a whining dog behind me that sees a cat. If you didn't see yesterday's video, we uploaded Nubby's Number Factory. It's basically a number go-up game based around Peggle. It's kind of like Peglin if there isn't combat. You're just throwing balls down to the pegboard and you make number go up. And it's really fucking good. Like, really, really, really good. And the dev was actually a fan of mine and was in my chat throughout the entirety of my first winning run. And so once my run got into the end game, kind of think like Balatro when you go to endless mode after you win the run, they were in chat and I said, hey, do you want to join in for an interview? So that's what this video is. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, I would recommend you watch it first just so you understand the game. But if you just want to hear me talking to a dev that's in college that made a six-figure salary in about a month after releasing their game, then stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Kind of my first time doing this, and it was kind of out of nowhere. Be nice. Endless mode. How could I not go endless mode? Isn't this like his fourth run? Yeah, but you gotta remember that I'm one of the best gamers that's ever existed. I don't think that we're talking about that fact. That we need to put some goddamn respect on my goddamn fucking name. There's a 134 million peg, by the way. Summon a beach ball that emits 5 streams of confetti when it pops. Pegs popped by confetti give 125% of the... I'm kebabbing. I don't know if I want to trigger that instead. I don't think so though. I think I want to juice up my pegs still. But I really didn't get a lot there. What the hell? $2.7 Billy seems pretty good. Booger party. Dolphin seems like bait. I think it could be good if we can get it upgraded too. 21% chance to force trigger the item slot in item slot number 3. The first peg popped was the highest peg. Force triggers slots 1 and 2. Dolphin is really good early, more or less. Okay, sell you, get pyramid. And then put you in slot number 1, you in slot number 7. Triggers an electron beam that passes through pegs. When the electron beam hits a peg, the peg will give 50% of its number. Electron beams do not pop pegs. 2 pegs doubled. Is this considered doubling? I don't. Oh yeah, that does double a peg. That's true. That does double. Every item in your inventory gives points equal to a random peg's number. Laser's insane, but it doesn't pop pegs. So you gotta remember that it's not gonna trigger the pants procs. Take off your pants at this point? Are you fucking kidding me? I should sell pants? There's no way I'm selling pants right now, chat. Do you force trigger the kazoo a lot? You know what, chat? We've already won. I'm trusting you. Chat, I'm trusting you. You said it goes crazy in slot number 7. Again, I'm gonna fucking trust you. And then we'll put this here. And then you said to buy this. I'm trusting you. Chat, you know what? You think kazoo in 7? It means more doubles, which means more beams, but this also gets... But I want this to proc... I think I'm good here. Chat, this does not. Okay, we're up above a bill. Okay, wait, I'm holding. 5. Never mind. You guys are right. Never mind, chat. Sorry about that. Just joined. This is not Slay the Spire, crying face. Yeah, imagine if you actually gave another game a chance and actually tried to like anything else in your life instead of demanding that a content creator only does the exact one thing that you want to do while you don't even financially support them in their career. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. What the hell? Okay, let's try kazoo in 7. See how this does. Why would I financially support a landlord? Chad, these are the serious moments in the stream where it's it's better for you to respond seriously. You got to be on my side sometimes when it's actually serious. Give me in the black market, please. No? Nah, man. When I'm shitting on a chatter that only wants Slay the Spire slop and doesn't value me for any sort of variety content, that's when you help me out. Genuinely, this is this. That's just when I need you guys to be the homies, you know? That's all I'm saying. I just need you guys to be the homies sometimes. If you guys want variety content, then you just got to be the homies sometimes. 16.6 billion? 42 billion! 200 billion! 1 trillion! What is happening? Am I stuck? Is my ball stuck inside? It's slowly moving down. You can see it. You can see it slowly. You broke the game. I'm free this entire week. I'm on break from university, so I don't have much going on. On Discord tomorrow at 1 p.m. CST. I mean, don't mean to be too forward, but what are you doing right now? Yeah, you know what? Why not? All right, sick.
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm actually talking to you. This is insane. This whole
Yeah.
week has been like nuts for me.
Okay, so when did this game release?
This came out as a full version on March 7th, and as a demo and like somewhere in the start of November. So people have been playing like a crappy version of it for I don't know, 3 or 4 months. But yeah, the full release really just kind of caught on March 7th.
Okay. So since March 7th, you've had people playing it. Who is the first big streamer that played it? Like the streamer of note.
So my first big break was Chibley. Like, you know,
Chibley?
up until then, it was like, you know, I think it was like March 10th that he did it. And I was making like, you know, kind of what I thought I would, or selling as many copies as I thought I would. And then he played it, and he, I guess, told Northern Lion, or he was in the chat, and he's like, hey, you know, NL, you got to play this. And I didn't know. I thought, and I'm like, is he gonna do it tomorrow? And that morning, I was just like, I just couldn't control my blood pressure, like just, you know, waiting for that, just waiting for that, you know, the stream to start. I was just like so stressed out, and then he did it, and he played it, and he really liked it, and it was really cool.
Oh, this is insane. Yeah. Another House of Cards. Okay. That's sick. Yeah, I mean, getting the Northern Lion, not like the audience in on it. So wait, how many copies had you sold before Chibley, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, let me pull it up here.
Also, are you a millionaire now?
No, not quite. It did pay for my student loans though.
That's insane. That is
okay.
insane.
I know.
Holy fuck.
No kidding. Yeah, so I thought like I thought I was gonna make like maybe a couple $1,000s, and at first like I did, I'm like, oh sweet, nice, you know, I don't have to work this summer. And then, you know, in 6 days it went from maybe I don't have to work this summer to maybe this is, you know, what I do from now on.
Yeah, maybe this is my full-time job.
Let's see. So yeah, the Chibley stream, I had sold about like just about 1,000 copies after the Chibley stream, and then NL did, and I think that day I sold like I don't know, 3,000 copies like that day.
Jesus
and
Christ.
It's been like pretty much every single day since then. It's been growing, and like it hasn't stopped. Like that's the crazy part to me, is like, you know, the sales are going up, but also the rate at which the sales are going up is like dramatically increasing, and I just get to kind of watch it.
Word of mouth spreads a lot. Like when so it's like you need like so I get hired all the time to, you know, for people to play games, right? And it's like I always feel like I don't understand my entire scope of worth when it comes to spreading games, but it's like I just have to get a few hundred or a few thousand people to get the game. And then once that happens, it then spreads by word of mouth, and like everybody's, you know, like it's like it's a chain reaction type of thing. So yeah, you've popped off, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. I think exactly the word of mouth thing. I didn't. I kind of, I guess, underestimated how powerful that would be. So it was, you know, like I assumed that, you know, once you streamed, I would get all these copies and then I would die down. But, you know, all these people who I sold copies to told their friends, right? Who bought copies and told their friends. So it's been really exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a more powerful stream than Northern Lion stream, and that's Discord stream.
There you go.
Yeah. No, that's fucking awesome. That's so. And you said you're in fucking college?
Yeah. So I'm a junior in college, third year. I'm an art education student. Like I'm not even in the game dev or computer science program. Like I just kind of do this as like a hobby. And it just really, I don't know, like I do it. It's an intense hobby, you know, like it's what I do as like a time filler, and it really just, I guess it just kind of worked out.
Yeah. Holy fuck. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard sometimes with being in school, trying to balance that. And especially, I'm really grateful that I'm on spring break right now, because I don't know how I would be coping in school, like trying to, focus on all this, but also school. So I guess that's a problem for me next week, but
Yeah, you think you're still gonna you're gonna finish school 100%?
Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna finish this semester for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's depending on, how this summer goes, I might take the next semester off, but I want to finish my program. I mean, I don't know if that's like sunk cost fallacy or what, but I feel like I should probably just see it through,
I think that if you made this good of a game while already in college, I think that is not sunk cost fallacy to so for me, right? Like I was doing YouTube rather unsuccessfully, but I knew that it was what I really wanted to try to do back in like 2013, 2014. And my parents were like, okay, YouTube's your plan A, go to college, that's your plan B, and do them both at the same time, right? And I did a year of college, my YouTube was sucking, but then that summer, the YouTube did really, really well because I wasn't in college. And I was like, look, the plan B is interfering with my ability to do my plan A. And so then I dropped out of college, right? But like, I think it's not sunk cost if you can maintain it both.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can. The last couple of years of like student teaching are pretty rough. It's gonna be especially weird, because I'm sure I'm gonna be teaching, high school classes where there's gonna be students that know who I am. And that's kind of a weird thing to think about, right? So
is this face literally you?
Yeah. That's me. That's me. And the lips in the cafe are me as well. So yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny to like self-insert. Some people called it narcissistic. I thought that was interesting.
That sounds like people that just want to hate on everything. No, I think that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, true enough.
No, I think that's absolutely fucking. What would you say that this art style is called?
I get that question asked a couple times. I don't know, like bad futurism or like some people say like early 2000s like shovelware. Yeah, I don't know, cheap flash. I don't know, something along those lines. I wouldn't call it like PS2 or anything, or
what was that horror game,
like
chat? That horror game that Moon really liked to play. Was that Baldi's Basics, the teacher game? Where you're like trying to escape from class?
Oh yeah, that game was an inspiration.
Really?
Yeah, I love that game, and like the really crappy 3D rendering is just like it's cool because it's not like a horror game fundamentally, but just like the eeriness of what you're looking at is just scary on like a primal level.
Yeah, no, dude, it's a horror game at first, and then it just becomes like a grind. Like, there's so many horror games out there that are like that. Like, for me, that was Welcome to the Game 2. It was like, Welcome to the Game 2 started out as like being scared of everything going on, and then eventually it just be like, I wanted to grind and beat the game.
Yeah. I've had people tell me that Nubby is kind of scary.
I mean, it's got the creepy aesthetic, but if you're getting scared of this game,
yeah, I don't know. People say that it's more like it makes them uncomfortable to constantly have Tony staring at them.
Yeah. Is that his name, Tony?
Yeah, I named him Tony. My name's not Tony, though.
I actually erased all the pegs because of this Santa board. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that one might need to change. I don't know about that one. That might be like a final boss, because that's pretty that's quite the run killer right there.
Wait, actually, like, kill some? That's funny.
Oh yeah, people will get it, and like I've had like 10 people email me, like not even just like on Discord, they write me like letters, and they're like, hey,
that's
you need to
viewer. That's an NL viewer.
Yeah, they write me letters, and they're like, hey, you need to change this, and this. I'm like, oh, okay,
how do you feel when people speak like that? Like they don't speak in like, yo, I had this issue and like whatever, maybe it's, you know, good to change, I don't know. But when they're just like, you need to do this, trust me.
I kind of don't listen to them.
Good.
Um,
That's solid. Yeah.
if it's not like a compliment, I don't know. Maybe it's like a I can't take criticism issue, but like if it's not a compliment sandwich where they're saying at least something like constructive about it, I'm just not gonna listen. If they're like, this game's full of bugs, it's crappy, it's unbalanced, and it's not fun, it's boring. Like I don't care. Like,
dude, I've been sitting here right now for like the last 30 minutes on a run that I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to lose, but I'm chilling. Like I think that's the sign that it's not a buggy, crappy mess, because I could easily just back out at any point. I think I've kind of beaten the game.
yeah, yeah. Like some people get to that point, and that's where like it's a little bit divisive on like, okay, is this stupid or is this fun? Like it's kind of fun to see, you know, all this stuff fly around the screen, but you know, at the some people see it and they're like, this is boring because I've beaten the game and like you just got like you've restocked 9,999 times for like the last 20 rounds in a row, right? And
Yeah.
some people would see that and be like, this is boring, but I mean, a lot of people see it and they're like, this is fun because like look at it, right?
Good question from chat. Is there a Nan Infinite of this game?
Okay. So the big flaw right now, and you're gonna find this out if you keep going, is once the round goal, not the score. I don't know why the score is fine, but once the round goal exceeds, I think it's like 9 quintillion, which is like the Int64 limit, then the game crashes. But the score that can go up to like Googleplex, I said, is the highest, which is like I think that's like 100. It's 100 zeros following a 1 is Googleplex. So you can go pretty dang high. But so my goal eventually would be to uncap the 1 quintillion peg and like just say go crazy and have people get like Googleplex scores, you know, because like that's really fun.
Yeah, no, I want that. That was literally the only thing that I've said critiquing of this game is literally I want bigger number. I am upset that my number can't go bigger.
I completely understand. I agree, and I think that's something that we're gonna be looking into is just getting the biggest possible number that we possibly can. Because that's what this game is about. It's a number game, and why are we clamping pegs? You know.
So you're saying we
as in the community, we as in the collective nubby.
I didn't know if it wasn't a solo dev game. I was wanting to be introduced.
No. It's just me.
Is you and then the person that made the music? Yeah.
Yeah. That guy's really talented, huh?
Is that a friend of yours or just somebody you found?
Oh, that's a guy that reached out to me back in the early days, and he was like, "Hey, I'll make your soundtrack, and I'm just show me what you got." And I thought that it kind of fit what I was going for, and it fit my vision, so I brought him on.
Entirely, yeah.
He's just this kid who just needed something on his portfolio, and we're gonna be selling the soundtrack pretty soon. So he's gonna get some total commission off of that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I really love what he did with the endless theme. He's gonna be putting in. He's in. It's in progress, but he's making some zone-specific variants of the theme.
Interesting.
It's kind of like dynamically shift between those as you enter the different zones. So that'll hopefully be coming next update. And from what I've heard so far, it's really good.
What's the update schedule looking like? Because obviously, like now that you have thousands and thousands of people playing it, you probably want to add in a bunch of new shit and.
Yeah, I do. I really do. That's what I'm doing today. I'm planning sometime before the 31st because I don't know if NL's gonna watch this, but I think NL's on spring break right now. And he's been streaming for 2 weeks, and I want to get more content out so he streams it again. So before the 31st, before he comes back, I want to put out more content. It's just So sometime before the 31st, probably around the 29th or 30th, I'm going to have an update out and hopefully fix some bugs and stuff and add a bunch of new items. I put out a whole like weekly update on the Steam forum that people in chat can read through if they want more specifics. But yeah,
That's sick. Now you said that one horror game was an inspiration. Obviously, there's some other inspirations because there's a lot of number games out there. Balatro, maybe Peglin.
yeah. I don't know. I think a big inspiration for the way that items kind of fundamentally work is Super Auto Pets, where
Okay.
there's this, like there can be an event and that triggers a thing. Like something happens, then something else happens, and Balatro kind of did a similar thing, so Balatro should be mentioned there too as well. I think like in terms of like the whole number going up thing, I just kind of took it from idle games, like because I've been a big enjoyer of number going up games for a long time, and I just thought that like, well, if you can just go insanely high, then the fun never ends, right? I guess as for art style, like another inspiration is the art of Osamu Sato. It's this Japanese artist who made LSD Dream Emulator, if you're familiar with that. Like a weird, it was a weird release for like the PS1 back in like 1995 or something. Yeah, that's been a big thing. Yeah, there you go.
What the hell? Trippy as hell. That's cool. I feel like I shouldn't just be scrolling on Google Images blindly, but
Yeah, you can kind of see it in those weird like early models. And the funny thing is about like making those, you kind of have to de-optimize like the rendering engine to like do it, because everything Blender it's meant to make beautiful modern things, right? So you kind of have to like do things to it and like modify the way it's rendering so
You made
that
this in
it
Blender?
looks crappy. Yeah, they're all the 3D stuff is pre-rendered. So I made them all in Blender and then like exported them as like a GIF.
That's fucking hilarious. That is okay. One thing okay, two things that I really like. One, no screen shake. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I hate screen shake.
Thank you. Yeah, fuck screen shake, motion blur, all that shit. So the fact that I didn't have to turn on screen shake, love that. Two, I like that it's like we're at peak flashy shit on screen, and I feel like I'm not dying. Like there's some games that when they hit this point, like people with photosensitivity definitely have to turn away, like Isaac, something like that, which I love those moments in Isaac, but I feel like this is not terrible. And it's because there's like so much of the surrounding screen that there's nothing really going on that it's kind of cool.
Yeah, thank you. I try to balance how many particles are on screen at once. Obviously, like some people will like kind of test these like edge cases where it's like there's so much going on where it's like, okay, well, I don't know, you did it to yourself, I guess. But I'm adding in the next update. There's a option for maybe people who want to put it on YouTube to like lower the amount of particles that are going on screen, because I know YouTube really cares about bitrate, and Twitch too, for that matter. So maybe if they want their viewers to watch it without huge bitrate loss,
That's Twitch's fault. That's fucking Twitch's fault, man. Because Twitch doesn't allow a high bitrate. I imagine that it'll probably be better for YouTube when I'll be interested to see how bad it looks for YouTube comparatively.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because Twitch only allows you to upload at like 6,000 bitrate, whereas YouTube you can do as big as you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing my game, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, this is fucking cool as shit. Okay, I've this is like my fourth run, right? And I've gone insano mode. I'm going to the moon, etc. How difficult is it actually to get a run that goes like this?
Like not super difficult. Like so, I heard a review that I kind of agreed with. It's like you're either gonna lose or you're gonna completely break the game.
Right.
So I think maybe that's something I want to look to in the future. Is like, can I find like a middle ground?
Mm-hmm.
And can I, make it maybe a run that's like kind of hard, but triumphant, you know, where it's
Yeah.
not just like a total wash after level 60. But yeah, that it's like I would say if you want like a specific, I'd say like 1 in 4 goes like this. So you're on track right now.
Cool. Sweet. I love that though. I mean, when you say, trying to figure out how to want to word this. It feels like you're using a lot of wording that, like you said, you only expected to sell like a few thousand copies or whatever. So it feels like now that you're like selling so much more, like you're just like, okay, I really like need to make this game something that people like it's gonna last in people's memory. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's the exact mode that I'm in right now.
yeah.
I'm thinking like, you know, before I was like, you know, I probably would have updated it once or twice if I had only sold a couple, you know, 100 or 1,000 copies. But now that I'm selling so many, it's like I should keep working on it and improving it so it's like it goes down as, you know, one of the greats would be my ultimate goal.
I think there's a chance. I mean, okay, here's the next question, right? Is there going to be some sort of an ascension system? Is that even going to happen, or do you just want to keep this game as like lighthearted fun?
I don't know. I kind of thought about that actually. I love Slay the Spire Ascension. I think it would be cool. And there's an element to this game where it's like, yeah, it looks like lighthearted fun, and it's not trying to take itself seriously at all. But some people are taking it seriously and want a greater challenge. So I would totally be down to do something like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what I would want. I'm a sucker for scaling difficulty.
There is a one of the supervisors. I don't know if you checked out the supervisor screen. They're just kind of like alternate game modes.
The challenge runs?
Yeah. You'd unlock these supervisors, which are just like Tony with different costumes on. You unlock them by beating the challenges, and one of the supervisors has like a prestige system.
Okay.
So you know you'd win a round, and then you could prestige, and it starts you off. No items, no perks, nothing. But the round goal scales faster. So that might be something to look into to unlock that supervisor if you're into it for the time being.
Okay.
I believe
so the supervisors are like different characters, essentially, like slightly changing the game.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly like they just do things that like the goal was to kind of like slightly change the way you play or like make it a little bit more interesting than the classic Tony. Like there's one of them, I'll spoil it. One of them is all of the items have like 2 triggers. So like you know, like Jake the Snake would trigger on first peg popped and Nubby dies. So like it kind of changes it up like that a little bit. I want to do more with that with some of the supervisors. I feel like a couple of them are a little bit bland at the moment. Same with the challenges, but yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah, it's a cool way to unlock them too. I like that.
That's a pretty that's a divisive thing that you just said. A lot of people hate that they're behind challenges.
Wait! Can't play my vanilla game mode. I have fun playing the original one. I only want to play the original one.
Yeah, I have to kind of think about that sometimes.
Banana
like how much of this is
Gotchroon.
just like skill issue? No offense.
Dude, I like your mindset. Wait, we think very similarly. You said you've been watching my content for a while?
Yeah, I've been watching it off and on. Sometimes when I work out, it's just kind of fun to take your mind off of working out. Good.
Yeah.
You're pretty good Slay the Spire content. I like it a lot.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I like the wave. I'm getting a wave of comments in my chat right now that are just, what am I looking at? You're looking
Yeah,
at
you know, I
pause.
see that all the time. Like people, every single time I go to someone's stream and watch it, I see that all the time. I'm like, I kind of like it. It makes me feel good. It's like, okay, yeah, there's something here that's interesting.
Yeah. No, I think this game is like super digestible from rounds 1 to 80, but then once you get up here, yeah, you're like, if you get a new viewer, I'm having fun. This is me time now. You can wait till the next round, like.
Yeah, they're lost. Yeah.
Yeah. And I ain't even upset about that. But yeah, I think that this, so like, for me, right, I'm very picky with the games that I like to play. And one of those prerequisites of games that I like to play is I want the game, majority of the time, to be very easily digestible to a new viewer. Like, one game that I think is one of the GOAT roguelikes of all time, but is fucking dog shit to stream, is Monster Train. Because it is so hard for somebody that's never seen the game to understand.
Yeah, I would agree. I actually kind of that was something that I kept in mind. As I was making this game because I would try to promote it on TikTok and like just kind of uploads of clips of things like that you're doing right now, where it's like any viewer could scroll onto that and be like, oh wow, okay, there's a lot going on here and this looks kind of cool. Other than having to like kind of look through it to understand what exactly is happening, like you can just look at it and be like, okay, this is crazy, right?
Sorry, I'm locked into the shop right now. I got a lot of rerolls. I can get a second Jake? There's no way that's not good, right? Because I can also... Wait, I can't upgrade it, though. Fuck. I've got no way to upgrade Jake. That's the problem, but I could get a second Jake.
I've been thinking about doing tier 3 upgrades. It's been something I've been kicking around recently. Like upgrade...
That'd be insane.
Combine 2 combined things. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, number go up. It's just another number go up, bro.
Yeah.
Make the number go up. Sir, please. I would like my number to go up. Get rid of a Prego? I don't think I'd get rid of Prego, man. I don't think it matters. Also, can we just say, like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I don't think because I've been told that my game's gonna crash really soon, right?
I'd say you have a little ways to go.
I thought it was at the Quints.
You're in quads.
Yeah, but I'm about to be in Quints.
Maybe.
Aren't I? Doesn't Quints come next?
Usually, like, they come after, like, round 210.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know the specifics. There's so many edge cases where, like, something different happens every single time.
Wait, that's hilarious that you say you don't know the specifics of your own fucking game.
Yeah, I know. There's so much going on. Like, how am I supposed to like look at this and be like, oh, there's a bug? Like, there's so much happening. I don't understand.
Yeah, dude, there's probably somebody that's sent you a message like, this 100% is a bug, and it's like something from round 200, and you're like, how the fuck am I supposed to tell, man?
Yeah,
I don't know if this thing's working as intended.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, you're doing the math. You're really adding all this up. Has there been anything like that where somebody actually did find a bug this late into the game?
Yeah, there's been a few where I could kind of tell what happened. Like, there was some guy found a bug where he got his nubby stuck in a peg. And that caused the round to like go on for a long time. And there's this item, I don't know if you've come across it yet, it's called a uranium rod. And when it's upgraded, the upgraded uranium rod like spews these bouncy ball things. And one of them, like, because he was going so long, he spawned so many of these bouncy balls that like one kind of clipped into the wall, and it screwed with like the queue system I have for the items. And like basically it soft locked his game because a bouncy ball got stuck in a wall. So I kind of, things like that where you can like, okay, this thing might happen 1 out of a million times. I should just add a safeguard here just in case, right? It's just like, I know the game's gonna break at some point. I should just throw in safeguards wherever I can.
No offense made, but your game is unpleasant to look at. Offense taken, you're unpleasant to look at. Also, you're wrong. Also, what do I call you, by the way?
You can call me Mog or you can call me Ethan. I'm fine with either.
Ethan? I have a really good friend IRL named Ethan.
There's a lot of Ethans. I grew up with like 7 Ethans in my grade. And I had a class of like 200. It's crazy.
How big was my class? I think it was like 400. And I don't think I knew any Ethans.
Oh, someone asked in chat if they can call me Tony. You can call me Tony.
He does sound like a Tony. I think Ethan's and Tony's probably sound rather similar. Trying to guess. Did you grow up in the Midwest?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Ethan's a very Midwest
Accent or something?
name. What?
Do I have an accent or something?
Oh, yeah, true. I probably should hear that. Yeah. I've got it. So my northern accent comes out just a little bit. My parents are from upstate New York and Vermont. And I was raised in Virginia, but like I absorbed a little bit of it.
Yeah, I live in an area where it's like it's close enough to a big city where people don't have an accent, but I mean drive 50 miles in any other direction and they're like, oh, how you doing? You like I get your deer and watch out for deer.
I'm gonna say you do that accent terribly.
Yeah, terribly. That's why I don't accent. Can't do it.
Hell yeah. So you want to finish school? Are you considering changing your major, or is it too late?
I feel like it's kind of too late. Like I should just stick it out and do it. And I enjoy doing it, you know. So it's not like I'm torn or anything, you know. And if this just ended up becoming like a side gig, then you know, so be it. Or sometime I wanted to, you know, continue to pursue teaching, I would be totally happy doing that too, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so this game came out as a side project. It's now very successful. People know your name, right? People now know, and they're going to be not only like are they going to buy your game on Steam, but the next time you release a game, you know, everybody's going to be told about it. Everybody's going to be saying, hey, Big Mog just released a new game. Fucking Tony. New game out, right?
Yeah.
Do you already have the new game in mind, or?
No. I mean, I'm kicking around like a few things in my mind.
Okay.
Nubby is occupying like 99% of my headspace recently.
As it should, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool to kind of have that thought. Like, okay, anything I put out from now on is probably going to get a good amount of attention. Like I kind of like became somebody in this past week, and that's kind of cool to think about. I especially started thinking of like that when, you know, NL put the stream out, and it didn't none of this really hit me until like a couple nights ago. I was asked to do an interview over email, and I said, yeah, sure. So they sent me their Discord, and it would just be, you know, like a interview over chat. So I added this Discord, and I accidentally had like a letter off. So I added this completely random person, and they were like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi," and they're like, "I think you have the wrong person." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I definitely do. My bad." So I removed them, and I added the right guy. We had the interview or whatever, and then 15 minutes later, I get an email from this person I randomly messaged, and they were like, "Hey, I know you. I played your game."
That's
like,
insane.
what?
That's
No,
so
no
cool.
way. I think that was
Holy
the
shit.
moment. I'm like, what in the, like, I just reached out to like a random person, and that was kind of a cool moment for me. Very surreal.
That's fucking awesome. Damn. So wait, how many copies have you sold total now?
Let me see. As of now, I've sold 33,588 copies.
33,000. Okay, hold on. Okay, we can do the math. 33,580 copies times 5. What is it? Times 0.8 because they take like 20% cuts?
They take a 30% cut.
But we're roughly. Congratulations.
Yeah, not bad, huh?
Not bad for a few weeks, eh? Good month's income.
It's a weird spot to be in because there's obviously not a lot of games that have this happen to them, right? So there's no like I'm like a big tutorial follower. Like, oh, how do you manage a community? Well, like these tutorials aren't made for someone who just like sold 33,000 copies in a week. like I don't, you know, I'm having like a hard time like processing or understanding what I'm supposed to do next, you know. There's no guidance, so I kind of just have to. I'm kind of winging it. I've never even put out a game before. I'm really winging it.
You know who I'd reach out to? Reach out to Local Thump. Local Thump's super down to earth and would probably love to talk.
You know, I should talk to him. I've always kind of wanted to.
Yeah, and both of you are honestly kind of similar story. Solo dev, release a game, number go up, and then they just are like thrust into this, you know? Now they have now they have an audience.
You know, I will. I actually will. That's I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know how it goes. I'd be happy to poke him too and be like, hey, Big Mog is gonna reach out real quick.
Did you stream his game when it first came out?
Chat, did I play the first ever demo of Balatro? I definitely played a lot of the demos. I really like the demos versus like early access model, so like I loved the early demo stuff. Yeah, I did play his first demo. I figured. Yeah, and then I played in the tournament that was a part of like one of the demos that was like right before it released. Yeah. He really like figured out quickly like, oh shit, I have a big game coming out now. I should lock in.
Yeah, that's kind of the mode I'm in right now. It's like a little panicky, you know, but then again, I'm just so grateful that this happened over spring break. I have time to deal with it, right? But yeah, you know, the workload isn't anything new to me. It's kind of what I'm gonna have to put myself through in the next week to get the update out that hopefully, you know, keeps attention drawn to the game. So I'm more so excited. I'm really excited to get the update out because it's already such a big improvement.
Yeah, how much like more content would you say is gonna be in it when the update comes out?
I'd say around like 10 or 12 new items, maybe around 10, like 8 or 10 new foods, and like maybe 6 or 7 new perks. So just that kind of stuff, and I'm reworking some of the challenges to make them less RNG-y.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those are the main concerns of the update. Yeah.
I'm hunting for that last laser. That last laser, if I get it, I have no idea what the. Are you hacking my game right now?
Yeah, I'm live patching it for you.
Sweet, thanks.
See what I said. Here we go.
What the hell? What the hell? What do you think the most broken item in the game is?
The one you just picked up, the laser pointer.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, that or I don't know. Some of the broken ones are the ones that I don't want to nerf because they're just so fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I think pregnancy test is totally busted because it divides nubbies multiplicatively. And that's super broken because if you have 4 of them, then you're at like 64 nubbies or something, or if they're upgraded even more. Yeah, I don't know. The laser pointer's broken, pregnancy test is broken, king baby's broken. Pretty much everything in your inventory is broken right now.
I mean, even if like you didn't want to like take the level of this item out of the game, you're talking about like tier 3 upgrades, right?
Oh yeah.
Like just move some of these to tier 3, right? Like, and then yeah, you know, if they're base form, and then it still allows this to be achievable.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, yeah, because I hate nerfing stuff and just being like, no, this is too good, not in the game anymore, right? So I think that'll be a good solution. Yeah.
Also, is there ever going to be more item slots?
So I've been thinking this is top secret intel you're getting right now.
Chat, nobody snitch.
Yeah, no, no one switch. So I've been thinking about doing like some sort of a system where you could like sacrifice items, or basically you could, if you sacrifice them, they would no longer take a slot, but their effect would be permanently, their effect would still exist. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, like a negative Joker, yeah.
Yeah, like a negative Joker in a way. Yeah, so basically just rip off Balatro game.
Dude,
But something like that, because I can't keep putting more item slots on top, and yeah, I think it would be cool. I don't know, maybe for a DLC or something, which has also been kind of something I've been kicking around.
DLC for a $5 game. What is this? Vampire Survivors? That game's a
You know
crazy
what?
good number go up
Yeah,
game, so yeah.
that actually is one of my inspirations is Vampire Survivors.
Yeah,
And
making
for
the
the
game so incomprehensible on screen.
yeah, exactly. It's just like so that I mean, you want to talk about games that are easy to watch and like
Mhm.
catch on to. That one is just like perfect.
It's fair.
So I think that one's an inspiration and an inspiration for kind of the lower price point. It's like I kind of had this idea where after at a low number at a low price, it's kind of like the screw it mentality, where it's
Yeah.
like
Yep. Yep.
$5, whatever.
As
Um,
$5.
so that was kind of my mentality there. It was to
Yeah,
kind of keep the
Space Lady
price point lower.
Jenkins. Weird that you're not subscribed. As the dev of this wonderful game just said, it's just $5. Really don't understand.
There you go. There you go.
Also, what up, Torcado? I don't know if you know Torcado. Another game dev in chat.
Oh, what have you made, Torcado?
Window kill.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, window kill. That game's so fucking good.
I gotta download that and try it out. I
You
need to play some more games for my peers. I've just been in like make game mode for a long time, and I haven't played video games in like 2 or 3 months. Sad.
Dude,
Except my own. I played my own.
I get in those ruts sometimes too, where it's like I play so many games on stream that, like, this was probably for like 2 years. People would ask me. I mean, I get asked all the time, like, what games do you play off stream? And for like 2 years, I said I don't play games off stream because I was streaming like 8-10 hours a day, and like I want to do something else. I want to walk away.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Yeah.
Ooh, good question. Goddammit. How long did it take to make this game?
Okay, so I started making this game, and this is kind of like a weird origin. My initial idea with Nubby was to make like one of those kind of like rage bait, like climber games, if you want to call like Getting Over It.
Dude,
Is an example.
We're just gonna interrupt you right here. If your second game is a fucking Fadian game, holy shit.
Yeah, okay, because that's what I was thinking for my next game. Because
Oh my god.
That it's out as that, and you would have this. There was this giant hand, this serious hand, and you would kind of flick Nubby up this tower or whatever. And I just got super annoyed with like the physics system, and I'm like, this is dumb. I'm not having fun. So I changed it up to be kind of like a puzzle game. And it was like, it really, I can't describe with words how complex that game was. I'll just leave it at, it was a very nuanced puzzle game. And then I'm like, this is dumb. Like, no one wants to play this. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go simple. So I started working with like the plinko mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I started thinking like, okay, well, how can I like put a spin on it? So I kind of my sister had been playing these like merger games, these like really crappy mobile games where you like merge
the
things
games.
and
yeah, the Suika games.
Yeah, like you just drag two things on top of each other and make a new thing, and it's kind of cool. It's cool, like it's a very simple thing, and I'm like, that's kind of fun. So I thought, why don't we do that with this game? And then sooner or later I slapped numbers onto them, and that was all around like December of 2023. So then through the whole spring of 2024, I was kind of working on the beta version of Nubby. I took a break over summer to study abroad, and I came back in fall, and I finished up the demo. 4 or 5 months later, and now we're here.
So this took you like a year to make.
Yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah.
In college, and made a 6-figure salary in a year. Not bad. Not too shabby. Well done.
I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying my game. I think it makes me happy to see streamers playing it, because it's like I haven't come across a single streamer who was like, this totally sucks and I don't like it.
How could you hate this?
So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about it. So thanks again for streaming it. Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah. One chat, if you have already bought the game, considering buying the game, wishlisting the game, begging your Discord kitten to buy you the game. Done and done. Not 33,000, but playing the demo right now. Yeah, that is another thing, by the way. There is still the demo you can go play in order to get your number go up fantasy.
Yeah, there will be, I think, a couple updates coming to the demo to make it a little bit more like the full version. The demo, it's fun, I guess. It's not as fun as this, but if you get the demo, I think it does its job, and it's just kind of like it's a taste of what you could be getting for $5.
Absolutely.
Oh, someone asked if they tried playing on the Steam Deck. Yeah, some people have, and it's been pretty good.
Hell yeah. I've heard, dude, the Steam Deck is crazy good. People seem to like it a lot.
I've been kind of meaning to get one. I don't really like find myself in positions very often where I like need to play, you know, Nubby when I'm out on like a train or something. But yeah, I think I'll be picking one up, maybe just to test how it works on the Steam Deck. Same thing for a Switch. I've been chatting with some people about possibly getting a Switch port going. I've been thinking about a mobile port for a little summer project of mine.
Mobile would go crazy. I think mobile.
God, right? Yeah, I know. It's just like the perfect mobile game. It's so easy to pick up and set down. Yeah, mobile port is totally coming.
Yeah, mobile would go crazy. I've heard that Nintendo Switch is really annoying with porting games. Is that true?
From what I understand at the moment, it seems a little bit gate kept, or kind of how to get it on there. Like, you know, I've had a couple people reach out to me and they're like, "Hey, love your game. I'll be willing to put it out on the Switch for a 50-50 cut." Like, that's a little steep there, bucko. Like, I don't know about that. So if I can figure out a way to get it on there myself, I will. But otherwise, I guess I'll just have to compromise, right?
Yeah. I think mobile would go crazy. But yeah, I'm with you with the Steam Deck. Like, I don't find myself in many scenarios where I want to be playing games. I get very motion sick too, like car sick and even like airplane sick. So I have trouble when I'm like making a screen do things when I'm in a car or when I'm on a plane. So I can barely even watch movies on planes when I take like all the medicine and everything. So.
Oh, I'm with you there. I get motion sickness terribly. It's Dramamine as soon as I get on like a boat or anything.
Yeah, I just hate how long it lasts because it always makes you drowsy, and then you get off, and then
Yeah, worst feeling ever. Car sickness sucks.
Dude, sometimes I just want to throw up. I'm just like, please just let it happen, so because like it just helps you get over it. Okay, what was the amount that crashes the game?
It's around 9 quintillion, so you're almost there. You're almost there.
That's what we're going for, chat.
Yeah, it's gonna be a divide by zero error, and I've gotten sent that crash report, I swear to God, 1,000 times this week. But it's kind of become like an inside joke in the community a little bit, like it's a rite of passage. So I'm gonna patch it, but I just think it's kind of funny how it's like it's ascended from a bug to like a rite of passage.
Yeah. I mean, somebody in chat even asked, first-time chatter Marky, do you plan on adding Steam achievements?
Absolutely. Steam achievements are coming. I'm in the process of kind of figuring out what I want those to be. I'm taking my time on them because, to be honest, I rushed the challenges a little bit and kind of shows. So I'm taking my time on those, make sure they're not annoying to achieve, and just kind of like you know, more of things to work for rather than things to stumble over. Yeah, so they're coming.
Sweet. I would say one that I thought would be there, because I didn't know if there were Steam achievements as I'm playing, And I was like, if I win every single item in the grab machine, if I fully gamba, I'm gonna get an achievement here.
Yeah, there's so many great spots to put in achievements. Yeah. And another thing that's coming is like kind of a collections or warehouse system. It's called the warehouse, and it's going to be basically just like it's going to have, you know, like every item you've discovered so far.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's going to be like a really verbose definitions of them. So things like exactly what they do, like, because I don't want to clog up the item descriptions too much in game.
Yep.
Like the mystery box perk, for example. If you have one of them, you know, it summons a random item and triggers it 3 times. But if you have 2 of them, that's not explained anymore. That's like, okay, well, what happens then? Well, what happens is the first mystery perk summons an item, puts 3 triggers onto it, and then the second mystery perk tacks another 3 triggers onto it. So things like that, where it's like not explained, but it's still a thing that happens, you know?
Yeah. You're getting into like the risk of rainification of things, where like risk of rain sometimes doesn't put good descriptions when you pick up an item, but yeah, then there's the library in the background. No, I like that.
Yeah. So that's something that's coming. There's a good amount of UI changes coming too. Like, as you can see, you have an ocean of perks swirling around up top. I've been thinking about a way to kind of like condense those, like maybe just tack a number next to them to show how many of them you have.
Yeah, and it makes it reading it easier too, because like it's hard for me to be like, what's this one in the middle here? Yeah.
Yeah, and after some point, it's like sometimes it doesn't even doesn't matter what you even pick anymore, you know. So it's just like whatever, this one's cool, take it, whatever.
Yep.
It's more of an end game issue, which I should also mention. Endless is getting a bit of a change. It's going to start scaling exponentially after a certain point.
I would 100% agree.
Yeah, because sometimes you just get in these runs where it's like, whatever, you know, after some point.
Yeah, no, a good. So like, if you watch my content, then you know that I'm a Hades hater, and I'm a Hades hater for one reason. I think it's a great game. I think it has a beautiful storyline. The music's amazing. The art's insane. But the best roguelike is a roguelike that after I'm done playing or I die, I want to start up again. And I feel like every single time that I died in this game, I'm wanting to immediately click play again. That was awesome. But yeah, this run has been like 2.5 hours long at this point. I might be taking a break afterwards. But if it scaled exponentially, it would have been like a 30-minute run, you know? Like something like that, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Having it be like a quick, you know, die repeat cycle is kind of also important to me, because, you know, that just it's the addictive nature of the game, and I don't know why it is addictive. I guess the numbers go up thing, but I never thought it would that would be the number one thing that people say about it, is how addictive it is. I guess maybe, and I just kind of don't see it, to be honest. Like maybe I've just played it too many times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's lost its nuance for you.
Yeah, I mean, I never actually, like, I rarely, and I should start doing this, like actually playing my game. Like, I just add things to it, and I'm like, oh, maybe this will, and other people will tell me how this looks late game, you know? Like, I will never be like, oh, I'm going to take this and take it to round 80 and see how that goes. Like, I just kind of add things and then add more things. Never really play.
That's exactly how it would be. Also, I'm liking all the comments from Torcado in chat. If you want another dev to talk about it, they were dropping a couple of tidbits of like things to do as a game dev and things not to do. If you want another dev to talk to things about.
Yeah, add me on Discord, Torcado. I think it's in the corner of the screen. It's Mogdog. I'll throw it in the chat.
Yeah, Torcado's dope. Torcado literally said that they have a bot that says when anybody's streaming their game so they can watch every single stream. Which is super
Oh, that's
cute.
awesome.
Yeah,
that's
Torcado's adorable.
Yeah, one of my big goals, and I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I really, really hope Germa plays my game. Like, that's been one of my all-time. I mean, he's one of my favorite streamers, you know.
Oh yeah.
That would just be like a peak life moment. Oh, okay. So what's actually happening right now is you've maxed out a peg naturally. So you might crash from 2 maxed out pegs merging before you crash out from a 9 quintillion score, which you're closing in on for sure. It's almost there.
Cool. I don't even understand how the combining pegs thing work, because like if I get 999 re-rolls, isn't that gonna like immediately max it out?
Well, the way it works is like it drops pegs that are all the pegs that it drops. It fills all the empty spaces. With pegs that are all from like a certain pool. So like if you're on like round 50, you're gonna get like, I don't know, I think it's like 256. So it's gonna fill all the empty spaces with 256. Those will all merge, and then any duplicates that you have on the board will merge.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's been a few issues with that. I think there's one going on your board right now where you have like a random 256 that just never merged. So that's not supposed to happen. That's a bug right there.
Featured. Ads in a minute?
Yeah.
We skipped those ads. We're about to crash the damn game.
I'm gonna I'm actually keeping the nubby gets stuck in a ball thing because I think it's A, funny, and B, kind of it helps, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it absolutely helps. And it's really, it doesn't seem like it's insanely recreatable. Like, it's the only reason I kept King Baby. Like, people were telling me to get rid of him, and I was like, no, he's the one that's creating the dumbass. Oh. There it is. Got it.
Uh-oh.
You ever consider this just
Pretty
like
soon.
Dropping my IP address right now on screen? Oh, it's sick. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah, dude. Nubby's Number Factory. We did it, chat. We did it.
Anyways, it was really nice talking to you.
Yeah, dude. Amazing game. I'll definitely be playing it more. I think I'm going to try some of the challenges in the future, probably like next week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're gonna get patched probably next week too. So stay tuned for that if you want to play the.
Week, would you say?
Let me think. We'll look at the calendar.
Because you were saying like before the 28th.
I'm gonna say probably the 28th or 29th. There's gonna be a patch rolling out. So
okay, cool. I'll check it out after then. I'll play all the challenges because you said that they need to be balanced a little bit more.
For sure. All right, I'll see you later, man.
All right, dude. Peace out. Thanks for talking.
For sure. My pleasure.
See you. That was so cool, man. Wait, I had such a fun time. I had such a fun fucking time.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks and